Press.
It takes 3 seconds.
EA Sports.
No, but it's not. Hey, you better get down. You know you don't get up there. Let's see. You made that too fast, man.
I get it.
Hey, get down. Don't get up there. You don't jump up there. Hey. You wanna get up?
I didn't touch it like it's stupid.
That's the disrespect.
Hey, baby, do me a favor.
Harrison, Jalen,
Said no.
Jordan
Yeah.
last 2 names.
Well, actually,
Jared
some
I
of that
was
logic
thinking,
shit.
I was
Paid either
Stop
answer.
always playing.
That's about y'all.
Last name.
Y'all too sensitive.
Nigga, we never heard you talk like this before. That shit caught us off guard. That shit say no. Mario say,
Okay.
well, okay.
I was like, good deal.
No, when you called Cass whole brain up, you said no. She was like,
No,
like, you know, everybody was fried and you want to play and shit. Everybody fried as fuck.
They were like, God damn, okay. Man, I don't know. I'm scared to do it. It's gonna bust out.
That's how. Weird shit. This yours, babe? This is your J. You was looking for this.
That's my thing.
I almost threw that bitch away. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm like, the fuck is that?
Hey, you bet not. You better not.
Your little fat ass been around there for like 10 more minutes. Shit, I ate twice.
Yeah.
We can let her run around the backyard. We don't have no leash. It's a walk, not a carry. The hell?
No, he needs to just get used to being outside and
He
seeing other people. You know what I mean?
know that nigga in the backyard and he go crazy.
We need
Like
him much stronger.
that. Man, what? Girl, this ain't no shit too. You only got a pit bull.
No, she's like,
You say that but grab the man by the back of his neck.
hey, that shit don't hurt. Okay, grab. What the G?
Wasn't up.
Where is the J, bro?
I'm rolling up. Oh shit.
Oh,
I was playing. I was dead ass serious.
I'm rolling up. God damn, hold on. Yeah. Come over, think he can do a reset? Oh, no, you can't. I ordered this stuff.
I just want to pay for something else.
Welcome everybody to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes.
Get out, boy.
College football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game?
Oh, fuck with you, fat boy. Like her pain there, well.
And not no more. Not so far last time. The nice job. One stream.
Oh, I thought to hear about yesterday. Open it up, baby. I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna take me a lot of work to open it. I actually need you to do that.
Do it.
I just don't want to say it.
We're not gonna do your shit.
Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up
Hey.
to the semifinal collision.
That bitch started so fast.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Watch the wide receiver coming in motion now. And there's the handoff. Eludes a tackle. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James, Frank Gore, and Willis McGahee, and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. And right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
Oh, yeah.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Getting set. Second down.
Never. I'm sorry, are there any other ones?
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. We'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Should I get down? They pass or like?
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long.
Closer. Okay.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down.
All right, cool.
He's
Okay.
moving out of the pocket. And it's caught. And a big game before he
So,
goes out of bounds. The
said,
offense keeps churning. It's a
that we
fresh
should
set of downs.
Oh, the defense. They get
You
this
get
offense to a
$150 back
early
after.
in the game, a
How much
chance to
is he
get them
total,
off the
though?
field.
It's $350.
Instead, this quarterback shows you why they've
I'm
had
still
such
close.
a great year with a conversion.
No, that's not bad. 350, you get 150 back. That's not
Moving
bad.
receivers around now before the snap.
And yeah, he said that we should do it like as soon as
They
possible.
make the
because,
tackle, but
like,
that's a
when it gets
solid
closer
gain.
to
Moves the
the
ball to the
time they
33.
made, you know,
One way to create a rhythm
when it
and
goes
really
to the
start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on the hat, and this back,
that
as good
the
as
more
we've seen
expensive
all
ones,
year,
they have like
with
a
the
beautiful
ability to
leg,
accelerate through
and
the
they're not
hole.
bigger.
Positive
They're more
yards,
expensive
play
because they're
after
closer
play
to the
here early in the
bathrooms
game.
and they're closer to like other amenities space like the water slide or whatever, and they have a beautiful leg. So I would want one with a beautiful leg. But he said to just come and check it out.
He's running out of time here.
Something
Out
like
of
you
his
like
sack.
we can come down.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so
Oh, that's too
caught up
late.
in the flashy offense
Oh,
of
yeah.
Ohio State in
And if
recent
there's none,
years.
because you would do it.
Let's not forget a still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Moving
They
the
talking
receiver
about,
around
so
for
you
a
don't got
snap.
no friends? My friends,
Back's
you
got
got
it.
8 niggas and 6
Runs through the defender. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You trying to say it without saying it?
What an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. And it's really solid defense on that play.
7th play of the opening drive. They've moved it, but now face a third down. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Here comes the 7th play of a good-looking opening drive, but it's third down now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And he'll drop back here on third down. Trying to get the throw off. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Canes will have to kick this away. Hunter comes out for the first time today, looking to pin him back. And the coverage team makes the touch, so no return on the play.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. And of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
The offense is backed up here, beginning in the shadow of their own end zone. Here's that defense shifting again. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. The 50. Inside the 40. The 20. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Just ran away from the defense.
Dude, that was almost the entire length of the field. What a play by this offense. A nice throw, but really it's about the receiver making a catch and showing you what he can do with the ball after it.
There's the point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. He's got it inside the 15. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a strong stiff arm. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the wideout goes in motion. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They'll hand it off. Nothing doing on that play. The big D-tackle there for the stop. The Hurricanes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. And here's the handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. And they pick up the first on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. 4th down and 2 coming up to try to keep the drive going. Plays bottled up and the football is loose. The offense recovers, but they're way short of the marker. Ends up killing the drive.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. And last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down play coming up. Some press coverage now from these DBs.
That's the
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here comes a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job.
And a sophomore making an impact play.
Chris, he's getting in there so quickly. You might want to consider a chip block or either a tight end or a running back to slow him down. He's just too talented out there.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Using his legs on the scramble. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
Third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football. Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Last possession, they went for it on fourth down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. And they'll use the ground game here. Breaking free at the 35. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Miami Hurricanes.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. They're going to run it. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they could convert third and short here from the 50. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. offense will go for it on this 4th down near midfield. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Grab down the middle. It's LaBelle. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Call it the 6-yard line now. It's 3rd and goal. Toss play running right. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And the point after is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Offense comes back onto the field. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. That is settled for 3 last time. Now they're running on the toss. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking right. This one caught. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. Receiver makes the catch. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job at getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
He's brought down out at the 46. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. Buckeyes will send the punt team onto the field. See if he can make something happen with the return. The coverage team makes the stop on this return.
And your Miami Hurricanes will take
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick this away to begin the second half. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They look to throw it here on second down. Caught for the completion.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
First down here for this offense. And he drops back in the gun. He's going to pull it down and run. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. And tackled after a small pickup there. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap and turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction to where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Buckeyes looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Ohio State 17, Miami 7.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. He's going to bring up second down.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
That's a design quarterback keeper.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up the first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Same tailback, another carry. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Makes a quick grab. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
14.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. The score, Ohio State 17, Miami 14.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And now the handoff. Buckeyes are on the move here.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Man, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down play coming up for this offense. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Here's the second down play. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
The Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
A crucial play in this game. It's 3rd down and 2. Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. Got space, looking to score. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Keeping it on the ground here. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Can he take it all the way? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Throws a stiff arm. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Trying to find some room. It's Hart. Stopped short the marker after just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He'll call for the fair catch here. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. First down, looking to throw the football. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Past the 20. Inside the 10. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He's swarmed by the defense. Offense facing second and goal. Quarterback still with the football. And he'll be brought down.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to